All right, we're walking up on the Kentucky Fish Rescue. My buddy JP Merlo, he's a deacon of the church down here, does good things.
Can you get the water out of it? What little water?
Cichlids. It's cichlids. Lots of cichlids. Oh, boy.
As long as I get them half great, I'm great.
That's what they are. I can't get it wrong this time.
Electric blue car. You're a glutton for punishment. All these separate tanks.
Man, it's all
wow.
I can do. It all happened at different times. Basically, we have a system set up now where we bring it outside, it all gets bug bombed, cleaned up, resealed. Come out here, you can see the process is ongoing out here. Everything gets water tested, brought in through the back, cleaned up. If it tests good, we're over here. If it doesn't, we go to reseal. Yeah. We go to reseal everything. Then it gets to come inside via permission of my wife. Right? So it goes through a QC process. And then, you know, when you get donated hundreds of little tanks, this is kind of what you do here.
Well, you got the right idea. All sponge filtered. That's the right way to go.
Yeah. All these 20s were drilled. So they were in this guy's pet store. So they were drilled, and I'll take you downstairs. We do have a rack system that we finally got put together. But we got sumps on the big guys, you know, and these guys have been the mascots from the beginning, for about a year and a half. But
we got about another foot to grow before you have to call me.
is that right? I mean, I just kind of wanted your wisdom. They're kind of tortured in here, but I do got the 350 that we got. It's not any taller, but it is a foot wider.
Right.
So
more swimming area.
Yeah, and I was actually going to set them outside. It's a
I did see it.
24 by 36 by 7 foot. And honestly, I was just going to stand it up right here for the summer and figure out what to do with them by the winter. I can't have them out here by the winter. I can take them down in the basement. I'm all concreted out in the basement. It's a beast. Man, you ever use them suction cups to move a tank?
Yeah.
They're cool. They're really cool.
My worry is, you know, if one of them fails, you're dropping that tank. Because it's just going to let go.
But, man, they're not meant to fail. Guys will suction cup under stuff like, I'm not. You ain't doing none of that. But these guys are telling me, my buddy's a glass cutter. And he says, dude, they use these to climb up 20, 30, 40-story buildings and hang on harnesses. So they're rated at like 6,000 pounds each. They don't just fail. I mean, they're meant to hold. But it was like pulling a casket.
Inevitably, it's a rubber diaphragm.
Yeah, right. So you're a physics guy. That's how I think. I ain't put my life on none of that, you know. But going back here, because this is the aquarium graveyard. I don't know if you got one of these or not. These are the ones that didn't make it into the basement.
Oh, gee.
So the cleaner tanks are the first 120 that came out of Springfield, and the salted tanks came out of Eastern Kentucky. And this is just, I think there's 47 tanks here. And they've been out all winter, so I'm planning on just scraping them or breaking them down and rebuilding them.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna start a little chain gang with, you know, little elves. Break it down, clean the glass. Even if we got to cut the glass and everything and rebuild them. Those are the tanks and the stuff at the show is the stuff that came out of that RV.
Oh, really?
So we towed that thing here with a log chain. Every rescue for us has been an experience, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
We had 120 tanks in a box trailer, 16 foot, had 0 cubic inches left over. Broke down at Walmart parking lot with a flat tire.
So you learn real quick that 5s will fit inside 10s, 10s will fit inside 20s.
We didn't have none of that, Rich. We had all 20s.
Oh, really?
So it was a Tetris. It was literally, get them in there.
None would fit in.
Nothing. And you know how many fish tanks will fit in a 16-foot box trailer? Exactly 117. Because 120 wouldn't fit. So, here's where it's all going to start taking place.
Oh.
This is a much better area for fish tanks.
Yeah,
for sure.
So this is a gravity fed system. These intakes will be set up linear like this. And the tops will all be fed and the overflows go down and down, and then it'll ship into this other room for whatever we want, the sump.
So the more harder your fish on the bottom, you get the dirtiest water.
Yeah. And I may have a gift for you. The process, everything is actually organized in here. This area was
Wow, you've taken over every spot of your house.
Yeah, my wife's very appreciative we don't have any tanks in the kitchen right now. That is a filter system for an Olympic-sized swimming pool. That has cartridges and UV light tubes and all that stuff.
Yeah, I tried the cartridges out. You got to change them so much,
So is
and so it's useless for fish.
So is your filter system ran through those 55-gallon bio ball systems into that pool? Is that your whole system?
It's my whole system.
Is that right?
I got the 800-gallon tub is a settling chamber. Settling chambers are amazing.
Okay, what's that?
Water, like say if this room, at the public aquarium, they'd have a settling chamber this size. Water comes in here and it spreads out and goes through here just ever so slowly over to the other side and overflows there. Any particulates in the water settles, and then it's slough on the bottom here. And then once a year you drain this and you just clean that out, go wash it away and then fill it back up. So settling chambers work. I saw that on Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe. They had the shark tanks at one of the public aquariums. He was cleaning and he was in there and it was like 1.5 foot of just sediment and stuff that your filter don't have to clear out because it went through the settling chamber first. Slow moving water, particulates fall. And then, from there we go into my socks. So the socks are 3 foot each, they're 100 micron, and they're 7.5 inch around.
Right.
I've got 9 of those. When those things get filled up, it overflows the sock table.
Right.
Then I know it's time to change the socks.
Right.
We do that once every 2-3 months. And then, it comes and overflows that and goes into my bio balls, all on gravity, and then down into the pool. And I didn't cut a hole in the bottom, I cut a hole on the side so that the water rushes out that way and gets the pool, going in that kind of direction.
Gotcha.
Circulates everything.
Gotcha.
No stale spots and that kind of stuff. And that's my whole filtration system.
That's awesome.
900 micron filter socks.
Yeah.
Settling chamber and bio balls.
And
then the pothos. All them plants of,
Right.
Because you never see a farmer going out and changing the water on his farm pond.
No.
But there's some big bass in those things.
Yeah.
That's nature takes over and all the plants are filtering it.
Yeah. So that's your pool filter and everything. That's your pool coming into that and all that?
Well, no, the pool was built by Aquascape and it has its own wetland filter underneath.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like a reverse flow under gravel filter.
Gotcha.
So all the bacteria is in the gravel and water's being pumped through it ever so slowly. So, that's on its own system, and then I circulate all of our water through everything. So pool water's getting pumped up into my fish room, and then it goes through my filter in there, and then through the fish room, it overflows all these tanks, and then it goes out the drain.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Man, that's amazing. I love the science behind it, and I'm doing sponge filters for now and those, and then I'm going to do one filter system on that, probably just bio balls into a big sun. But I'm going to have 5 or 6 systems. I don't think I have any use for that thing, and I'm glad you said that.
That's way too small, and that'd be too much of a headache, and changing filters and costly, and all kinds of stuff all the time.
That's why I've held off on it, and I'm glad to hear you say that, because the cartridges, like you said, I didn't know how often you had to change that stuff, and it's not meant for big, particle fish and poopy crap. So that's kind of what I was thinking, but
these make great filters.
Yeah, trickle down. We'll have to use them. We're going to do some video work on probably 5 or 6 different filter systems, because we're going to build a rack system all over the basement. This will be 3D.
Yeah, you can combine them and make it a big filtration system. It would make your life so much easier.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Tank's draining.
Which one? The 125?
Yeah, I just did the same time.
Okay. So we want to grab these little 5, maybe those little guys are using, or we'll just sell them.
How you want to grab fish?
Fish? Go ahead and zoom in on all the fish around here while we're doing stuff.
Okay.
Put them in here.
Yeah, so Bigrich. Alright, guys. You guys are here.
Are you keeping mom and dad?
Mom and dad was old.
Man, I was getting spoiled.
No, we haven't. We did kills all the fish. See, and that's another thing. We don't sell anything at the rescue.
Yeah, we run people through a ringer. I don't sell unqualified fish people. And they appreciate it. I'll sell them a tank. I'll get them set up, test their water and stuff. But I'm not selling the family full of kids just to get a fish.
Right.
A lot of our members are breeders.
Right. It's not that, we don't sell to people. We don't sell, period. Everything we do is we give away.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was a nice way to do things, and I'm doing this work for this purpose, and give it away, and none of that money comes in for the rescue. For things we could have sold.
Sure.
So I just gave away all those fish tanks. We give away all the fish when they find good homes for them. I make the money off of YouTube to pay for my bills for the the rescue.
Where are you at right now? About 30,000 subscribers?
124,000.
24,000. Wow. I think I must have.
You haven't seen it in a while.
It's been a while since the data has come through. That's for sure. Man, that is killer. So y'all been networking.
We opened up the second channel. Now Reaper's up to 10,000.
Yeah. Reaper's worldwide, baby. I seen you over there. You do
I got my
good camera work and stuff, man. I mean, stay after it. Get better. Yeah.
If I remember to press the video.
That happens all the time, man. So I was hired to go do an hour-and-a-half long educational video at a school up here. And sure enough, never got recorded. Oh, no, hour and a half. And that takes probably 3 hours of time and attention and everything else. And that's how you learn. You get embarrassed. It's like, holy mackerel, I cannot believe I did not hit the record button. Or you think you did and it didn't. It was all kinds. All right. Yeah, it's really cool. I use this software, Switcher Studio. And it allows you to hook up like however many iPhones you want as cameras, and it's a master switcher. You can do little tricks.
Like
124,000. What is? All right, it'll be hard to answer. What is your coolest experience with the rescue so far?
Going to Shaq's house, meeting Shaq.
Yeah, that was cool, right? And he's a cool guy, it seems like.
Oh my God, nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah, he always seems to be a pretty cool cat. And that pond, what's his name? Wiscott?
Greg Woodstock, yeah.
Man, that was an amazing pond.
So you were featured on our channel, and you don't even watch our channel no more.
I watch the channel all the time.
How do you know that we don't have? You said you thought we had 30,000.
I looked at it the other day, the data, and somewhere maybe it was at 130. Are you at 130,000?
124.
Okay, somewhere I saw, and you know what? It might have been like a Google search and a snapshot or something to that effect. Yeah. What about you, Reaper? What's the coolest thing you've done over there?
Oh, man.
It's all fun, right?
I think that going on the rescues themselves, that's what I like. Yeah. Well, except for one or two. They've been a pain in the... 90% of them are really cool.
Dude, have you ever had to just settle one down?
I've never turned it down.
No, I mean like tone the dude down or rude and obnoxious or crazy rescue guy.
No, I've always let people be how they want, and then we, I handle it as professional as possible, and then we get out there, and God, that house was long. The tank was sticky. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the fish out.
Yeah.
Those poor kids.
Exactly.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Pretty much every rescue we've done, Charles has been with me the longest, and every rescue we've done has been an absolute adventure. I mean, an adventure. Like breaking that. So the tire, skin of the tire flies off of the trailer. It's still inflated. It's still belted, sparking out the backside at 3 o'clock in the morning. We got 120 tanks in this bad boy, and
In the back of the truck was
where
loaded over
we
the cab.
go, what we do, it's sparking. We got to pull over. We're 10 miles from Walmart. We fly into Walmart. Tire stores down. We got to sleep in the parking lot. I wonder what this fish rescue business is going to be all about. You know,
Just like that all the time.
all the time. What's the most views you got on a video? Which one was it? Shack stuff?
No, surprisingly, it was the Pacu rescue. I got 1.3 million.
Out of the mall?
No, that's Charlie out of
wow.
the Dort Mall. This was Big Betty out of that 125 gallon.
Wow. How that fish was in that tank.
I don't know. 36 inches long in a 125 gallon.
How it turned around.
It came over. It put its nose up and its tail down, and then it started shimmying, and it turned, and then it went the other way.
Man,
That's how
that
it
was
did
the
it. Come out
wildest
of
thing I've
water.
ever seen. That was the
I've
wildest
never seen
thing.
anything like that.
I was glad
But
to see you that.
the owner, I mean, he was a really nice guy, and he truly cared about it. He's come and visited Betty since.
Sure.
So, you know, it all worked out good because, you know, he got to have his fish go to some place where he can visit it.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's a mascot here. Everybody loves her.
Awesome.
And she's in that 3,000 gallon. So it's a
Yeah.
win-win-win situation.
Yeah.
You know?
I always wanted to be there when he brought a new Pacu in with the other Pacu. Like how do the others react? Do they get aggressive or anything, or do they just pretty much school out?
They all hang together and
That's
do that
cool.
kind of stuff. The only time they get aggressive is feeding time.
Yeah.
And they're trying to, you know, get the food before anybody else does. That's
Outdo
all.
each other.
Like a pack of hungry dogs.
Man, you got the wildest looking fish. Like I don't even know. People ask me how big these gourami get. I'm like, I don't know. Go ask Bigrich. Like he's got gourami, and I thought they were dinosaurs or something. I'm like, how do you get a foot long gourami? They don't even look
2
like
foot. And you got that
2
big-
foot for real.
Yeah, not yet big. 2 foot. And we got the big albino that's in the pool.
Yeah.
We got the albino in the 2200 and the albino in the 3000. Then we got red tails and regular giant gouramis that are in the 4000. Sir Heisenberg, my fish phase.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they all get about 2 foot.
Do all gourami get that big, or are those like
Just the giant gourami.
Giant gourami. Okay.
Do you have a favorite?
Brutus. Last arapaima, 5.5 foot.
Yeah.
So bad. I know I can't take care of one, but I want
When you
one.
feed 'em.
Oh yeah.
That is wild.
He got no manners.
Yeah, he just comes up. I only love you for your food. He's upfront about it.
But what's neat is he'll follow you around the pool if you walk.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be right there. Everywhere you look, he's right there.
Yeah.
And, you know, basically he's just begging for food. You know?
Right.
Okay. I'll slide 9 back. They did such a trick find.
I see how slowly I set that down? I've done this before where there was a pebble on the ground. I set it down hard, cracked the glass.
I have, see this one?
Done the same thing.
Nope. I picked it up, and it was brutal. So normally I could grab a 55 there and there and walk it.
Right.
And I did. And when I picked it up, it broke. Wow. I'd never have a 55 break like that. Because I can clean this one again.
Let me grab my.
Go ahead.
Oh shit, you tripping? I just can't bend over. Good
I'm
Charles.
gonna pick it up and I'm set on my knees and re-grab it.
Okay. I'm just good.
I'm good.
Watch your step, bud. See step. Hey, Reed, can you grab my phone right here?
Yep. Thank you.
Wow, it's incredibly stinky.
Yeah. Wash it good when I get there.
Now, what size is that tank?
KP, you should be videoing this.
That's why I'm laughing. He's behind you going like that.
Help him grab that corner.
Alright, so we got the fish he wanted loaded in his truck, so we'll get it back to the exhibition. And we're going to take off and get back and get set up ourselves. But what a great tour. What a great dude. Awesome place. What he's doing is just great.